Guys, Whitney here and welcome to my Sims 4 Vampires Create a Sim overview video. I am like in shock still. It's been a little over a week since I received early access to the Sims 4 Vampires game pack, and I'm still in shock. Like, I still can't really believe that I got it. Really, you gave it to me, you know? Like, it's insane. It's just such a crazy feeling. Um, and I am so appreciative and grateful that they included me. And I don't know, I'm still in shock, guys. So I'm sorry if I'm like just so hyped in this video. I was literally shaking when I found out, like my hands were shaking and I don't know. But yeah, so anyways, I am going to be doing videos on the Sims 4 Vampires game pack. Obviously, I'm going to go into Create a Sim, Build, Buy, and the gameplay, and probably do like a full review of it and everything. And I just want to say, like, even though I am so grateful for this pack, this in no way, shape, or form will change my views or opinions on the pack. I like to keep it real with you guys, you know this. So yeah, I will definitely stay honest and stay true to how I feel about the pack, and I hope you guys are excited because I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and get into Create a Sim. So these are the Sims that we are going to be playing with in these videos: Scarlett Harrington and Colton Harrington. I did make them. They are a married couple, and they will be available on the gallery for you guys to download, of course. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into Scarlett first. First of all, Scarlett is a vampire. As you can see, she's like going crazy. And yeah, she does have the creepy walk, which I believe actually came with the update that gave us toddlers, if I'm correct, which holy crap, that update was huge. Like, that update was like a game pack in itself, in my opinion. So yeah, she does have the creepy walk, but I think even non-vampire Sims can have that walk. So that's pretty neat. So first, we're starting off in the hair. There is a regular form for vampires and then a dark form for vampires. So see, we can switch to Scarlett's dark form in a minute, which I will, so you guys can just see how awesome the dark form is. And I don't know, I get really excited about it. So, so we're gonna start off in her human form. Let's get rid of her little flowers in her hair. She does just have custom content like on her face. Her makeup and her hair and everything is just custom content. But we will get into the actual content of the game pack right now. So we have this hairstyle first and foremost. It looks like a flower crown, you know, very like elegant, but it is, you know, spikes popping out of it. So it's a little dark and I love it. And in the back there's some more flowers here with like this braid that goes into a loop, and it reminds me of Cindy Lou Who. I don't know why. I know Cindy Lou Who's hair was like braids on top and on the side of her head, but this just reminds me of Cindy Lou. So yeah, don't judge me. But anyways, on to the next hair. This hair has like these V-shaped bangs and these little pieces hanging down, and of course more flowers on the side. It makes it look so pretty, you know, it just makes it look like this little feminine hairstyle. And then you get to the back and it's like, oh, something else that's like dark and stabby. Is that a word? I don't know, but it is now. So there's stabby things in her hair. But I think that is really cool. So yeah, on to the next hair. This hair is just freaking wild in my opinion. And I don't know, I think it looks really neat. I mean, it's kind of funky, but I like it. And then we have this one with the really short bangs. If I have any criticism, I would say I wish that the hair was a bit longer. I think like having a vampire that has a really long straight hair, like with those bangs and stuff, I think that would look really neat, but I still enjoy it, don't get me wrong. And then we have this one, which is a short hairstyle. It looks kind of emo, looks like, in my opinion, but I do like it a lot. Now that we've seen the female hairstyles, let's hop into Scarlett's dark form so you guys can see what that's all about. I'm really excited about it, in case you guys can't tell. I really love the dark form. I love how it has like this black mist around them the whole time. It just really adds to the dark feeling of it, if you know what I mean. And as you see, she has this flower crown of death, as I like to call it. That's the hairstyle I chose, or the Cindy Lou I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into makeup. So for makeup, we get two eyeshadows and a new lipstick. So we have this eyeshadow here, which looks crazy, but I mean, you know, it's vampires, and I really like it in the dark red. I think that would look really, really neat. And then there's this one that she has, which looks like it has some little gems on it or something, and I just thought it looked extravagant and dark at the same time, and it just fits Scarlett's personality, in my opinion. And then here we have the lipstick, which, as you see, like the top lip is covered and then it kind of fades down to the bottom lip, and it has like this line in the middle, and it's really unique and I really like it. It almost kind of reminds me of like a blood drop, which is really dark, but yeah. So I really like it. For accessories, we do get this earring. It's like one earring on the side, and it's like this spike, and it comes in a bunch of different colors. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty badass, actually. And yeah, and then we get, I'll have to change her top to show you guys. Let's go ahead and just put her in this little bra. Oh my goodness, Scarlett. Yeah, so she gets this choker, which I think is really pretty, especially the little like gem or whatever that is in the middle. I think it's really pretty. And then we have this, which it looks like pearls, and I really like this necklace as well. Now I am going to take off all of her makeup just so you guys can see like what it looks like and everything that you can do with the vampires and changing their appearance and everything. So you do get these presets here to go off of, which are really creepy. And yeah, especially this one with the cracked face and stuff. But yeah, so you can have those presets if you wish. And then we have vampire brows, which these remind me, this some of you might be too young to remember this. I feel so old. I'm 24 and I feel like so old sometimes. I don't even know. But yeah, I used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the vampires look a lot like this with the really deformed looking brow, the really defined brow. So that's what this reminds me of. If you're a Buffy fan, you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think it's pretty neat. And then they have vampire sockets, which look super creepy. This honestly looks like me in the morning before I've had my coffee, though, let's be real. And then moving on to eye details, we have these little, almost look like veins right there. And it looks a little bit cracked there. And then these, looks really creepy to me. This looks like a creature from Buffy. All of this reminds me of like Buffy and Supernatural, those kind of shows. I really love this one with the scars on her eyes. I think, it kind of tells a story of like, did she like fight another vampire and got injured? Or I don't know. That's just what I think of. Moving on to the cheeks, we do get multiple ones to put. Like, I think if I put, you can also put them on either side of the face is what I'm trying to say. So you can mix and match, or whoops, or get matchy-matchy. It's all up to you. Again, with like the vampire, Buffy the Vampire, this is what that reminds me of. But yeah, lots of cracks and stuff, which I think look really, really creepy, which is what we're going for with this pack, and yeah, and you can put them on either side. Moving on to the vampire mouth. You can make it look like their mouth is very aged and crackling and just really nasty. Like, girlfriend needs some chapstick. Someone hook her up, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I said, I'm just really excited. So I'm going to be cracking jokes, guys. Don't mind me. But yeah, I really, really love all the details that they've given to like make your vampire's face look jacked. I really like that. They actually look dark and scary, and I love it. Moving on to the teeth. So we did get teeth in the update that came with toddlers. Like I said, that pack was like a small game pack in itself, with everything that they added. I do have a custom content teeth replacement thing, but it doesn't really change how the teeth look. So that much. So yeah, so we have these fangs here, which look like friggin' shark teeth. And if this thing was coming at me, oh my God, I would be terrified. These are probably my favorites. I just love how creepy they look. They're not your typical, standard fangs. They just look like really, really sharp, creepy teeth, and I love it. These are like your classic vampire fangs, and then these ones also add the bottom fangs. These ones are just weird. It reminds me of that show. I don't watch it, but like True Blood or something. I don't know. There's like their fangs are like the front of their teeth. It's so weird, but I love how many options they are giving us. Quite a variety here. So I am definitely very happy with everything that we can do with vampires in Create a Sim, especially with modifying their faces, making them look super creepy. I just really, really enjoy that. So let's move on to the vampire clothing. So we do get this top right here, which I love. It almost looks like there's like lace underneath it, and it looks very old-fashioned. Pretty much every outfit in this pack looks like, I don't know what's the right, like 18th century, 17th century. It looks old-fashioned, and I really, really love that. It just really adds to like the ancient vampire feel. You know what I mean? And of course, it comes in a bunch of different colors. This one kind of reminds me of a bellhop. I think it's like the red and yellow with the button up or something. I really, really like it though. Don't get me wrong. And then here we have some sexy vampires, apparently. This is kind of like a see-through top. You can't see anything here, guys. Don't worry. But yeah, I also think it's really interesting. And for some reason, this is going to be so random. It reminds me of kind of like what an acrobat outfit would look like if they went the Showtime route, like in Sims 3, and they added this. It just looks like an acrobat outfit. I don't know why I get that vibe. I don't know. And then we have this one, which is kind of like, yeah, it's like a cropped jacket over like a corset, which I think is really cool. I think the corset vibe definitely applies for, the vampire theme. And then we have this one here, which doesn't even look vampire-y, but I kind of like that because if you just want to have a sim who's like trying to play people, pretend she's not a vampire, then you just give her a really subtle little outfit, and I really like that. Moving on to bottoms, we do get these like leather, they look like leather pants here, which are pretty awesome. They come in like a bunch of different designs as well. And we have this really long skirt with ruffles on the back. More vampire classic attire, Right here we have some, looks like capri pants that like kind of lace up in the front. And again, they have like that leather shine to them. And yeah, they're pretty badass. And then we have some more like leather pants. Really going out with like the leather, but I like it. It fits this theme, it fits this pack, And I'm really happy with it. Moving on to full body, easily like my fave. This is probably like my favorite. The dresses are gorgeous. They are so like 18th, 17th century. I'm probably like totally off with that estimate, but you guys know what I'm saying. They look old fashioned and beautiful, and they just really fit that era, And I'm obsessed with these dresses. Like, they are gorgeous. And I also, with this one, it kind of has this collar that goes up in the back. And it's just really, really pretty. And I love it. This is just like, looks like a little jacket with some ruffles up here. Again, everything is like, looks like period pieces, which it's just awesome. I love that, Moving on to shoes. We do get 2 boots for the women anyways. So here we have kind of like these short boots here. And they come in your normal colors. You could have like a little pastel vampire too with like all this pink and stuff, which I think would be really cute. And then we have like these tall boots here, which I can never have too many tall boots in my game. I love me some tall boots. So I'm definitely excited about that. And it does lace up in the back. We do also get a crap ton of new accessories. I'm trying to find an outfit that I can put her in that you guys will be able to see it. There we go, styling as F. So here we have like these little bracelets. I guess that's what you would call them. I'm not really sure what the correct word is, but I really, really like them. I think they're cool. And then we also get these. Let me see. Get rid of these so we can see them. These gloves. I am obsessed with them. They are so pretty. You don't even have to have a vampire to use them. Like, they are just gorgeous. They look like these lace gloves. And you could even use them for like a wedding. I think would be really, really pretty. And yeah, I really, really like those. Moving on to like leggings. We have these. These kind of remind me of flames. I don't know why, but they do. Then we have these here. I really like the design on these. Again, you could use these for like a wedding or something. Like some of them are like really florally looking and pretty. These are like some dark, you know, skeleton leggings, but I still feel like you could wear these whenever, really, especially for Halloween. Like, I think that would be really cool. And then we have these ones. Same basic color options and stuff, but yeah, I believe that is it for the attire and like everything for females. So I'll go ahead and switch over to the guys so you guys can see what came for them as well. Moving on to the men, let's hop into Scarlett's husband. That sounded really weird, the way I worded that, but let's just ignore that. So let's go ahead and look at the hair. Unfortunately, there is only one hair that came for the men. It's the same hair that is kind of considered like unisex that you guys already saw on Scarlett. And I do like this hair, do not get me wrong, but we got so many amazing hairs for females. I was kind of a little bit disappointed that we didn't get at least one more hair for guys. I don't know, I found it just a little bit odd. I don't know, but yeah. So there's no new facial hair. There is one new hat that came with the pack, which just, he looks like an entertainer to me. Like, he looks like he's gonna go perform. But yeah, I think it's really neat, and there's no new makeup or anything like that. So that is it for the men, for like their hair and everything. So moving on to clothing. I am like happy with. I am happy with the clothing for men. So let's go ahead and look at this. This kind of reminds me of a chef's jacket. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know about you guys, but like that looks like a chef's jacket. I don't know if it screams vampire to me, like right off the bat. I think, you know, it's a chef's jacket. But it's kind of cool, like the different prints and stuff. Over here, ooh, I love the little skull thing there. That's pretty cool. This comes in a bunch of different colors as well. Again, with like the period piece, it goes for men and women as well. Except for this. This just like is so random to me. This is it's just like kind of like a jean jacket, or is it supposed to be a leather jacket? Maybe it's a leather jacket. So yeah. So if you wanted, you can have like an old-fashioned vampire, or you can have like the new Edward Cullen pretty boy vampire if you really want, with like the leather jacket. So yeah. And I think they also get the same pants as females, actually. Yes, they do. With the leather pants. So you can have like the modern vampire if you really want to. For full outfits, we get this one, which I ain't gonna lie, the first vibe I get from this is straight pimpin'. Does it not look like, to you guys agree? Like, am I just weird-minded? I don't know. Over here we have some more suits and stuff. And let's see. There's this one, which is like coat and tails, very old-fashioned. Really like that. That's the one that he originally had, if you remember, so that's probably my favorite. This is like this dark trench coat. Definitely get the vampire feel. What's that vampire, like Nosferatu? Didn't he wear something like this? I don't know, guys. It's an old movie. But yeah, I get some pretty creepy vibes from this trench coat, so I like it. And like, what is the difference between the, oh, this one doesn't have prints. Okay, I'm like, are these exactly the same or am I losing my mind? Um, but this one is just solids. So, so yeah. Moving on to the shoes, males do get like this one boot here or whatever these are supposed to be. I'm not sure. Those kind of look like saddle shoes. I don't know. I'm not up on my fashion. I don't know what these are called. I'm just going to call them boots. There's no new accessories or anything like that. So yeah, that is it for the men. Like I said, I am happy with the clothing, but with the hair, I was expecting just a little bit more. Females, I feel like they could not have done better if they tried. Like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. I could have asked for more, honestly. Um, I don't know. I was really, really happy with them. And I know you guys are probably wondering about children and toddlers. So let's go ahead and make them a little demon child, literally. Shall we? Shall we? So let's go ahead and see what's for boys first. Oh my god, you guys should hear their little roar. It is like the cutest thing I have ever heard in my life. Ugh, I hope he does it. But yeah, they do get this hairstyle right here, which is pretty cool to get a hairstyle for boys. That's really exciting. And I like how it like all flops to the side. Very interesting. As for like makeup and all of that, there's nothing new. Children also do not get their fangs until they're teenagers, I think, is when you like their appearances can change. I'm pretty sure that's when their powers kick in and all of that. They don't get any new shirts, pants, accessories, or shoes, but they do get this new outfit for boys, which is like, oh my god. Do you guys remember Sims 2 Alexander Goth? Because like this is it. This is him. This is literally Alexander Goth's outfit from Sims 2, if I'm correct. And yeah. I think it's really adorable. Moving on, let's go ahead and see what they have for the girls. So girls do get two new hairs. Okay, so they get this hair that the boys got, and then they get this one, which is really freaking cool. I really like these little buns right there. I think it's really, really neat. They get no new hats, accessories, or anything like that. Moving on to the clothing. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything for you guys. But they do get, again, with this like period piece dress, which I'm so in love with these dresses. You could have like an old-fashioned family if you want to do that. Like have like a medieval, not medieval, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like an era family from like the 1800s. I just really, really love it so much. So I am happy with that. Toddlers did not get any content, which I honestly wasn't expecting. Like I'm honestly okay with that because they literally just released toddlers like not even 2 weeks ago. So I really, wasn't really expecting them to add a ton of toddler content for vampires. But toddlers can be vampires, so that's something. Something I forgot to show you guys. I forgot to show you guys some stuff that was in Create a Sim. I'm sorry, guys. I'm such a mess. So we do get some new eye colors. We get these just black, which are freaking creepy and remind me of supernatural demons. If you watch the show, you know what I mean. And then we have these ones which have like, black and then bright, bright blue. These remind me of cat eyes. They're really, really cool looking. And they look like Banks's eyes, actually. My kitten. These are like really super bright blue eyes. I think they're really cool. I almost picked these ones. And then we have some purple and red, which looks so evil. I love it. And then we have these, which is really creepy because it looks like she's just rolling her eyes in the back of her head. It just looks really, really neat. And then we have these kind of like yellow ones with orange around them. And then we have these black eyes with red, which looks super creepy. So yeah, I just want to show you guys that. And we also got some new ears. I'm not sure if these came with an update or if they came with the pack. I'm pretty sure they came with the pack, but I'm just going to show you guys anyway. So yeah, we get these cool new like vampire ears, which is pretty neat. And then as for like aspirations and all of that, we do not get any new traits, which I was kind of expecting maybe one, but it's not really a big deal because there are so many freaking aspirations that came with this pack. Like, let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss anything else. It's in family. Okay, so we have vampire family. The sim wants to create a family of vampires. Or we have, let me see, guys. I have to make sure I'm getting the right one. We have knowledge. Master Vampire, the sim wants to become a wise and powerful vampire. And then I think the last one is popularity. Yes. Good Vampire, the sim wants to control her thirst and remain as human as possible. So those are the new aspirations that came with the pack. I think they're really freaking cool. We got 3 new aspirations in this pack, guys. Like, that is insane. That's a lot. I was really happy with that. Isn't that the cutest little roar you've ever heard? The cutest little growl ever. Like, seriously. So cute. I just had to show you guys that before I end this video. I am going to be making another video separately for build buy content and another video for like gameplay, and maybe I'll probably try to do like a review in that one as well. So yeah, I don't want to overwhelm you guys with videos that are too long, but yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed like Create Sim. Honestly, I am super happy with Create Sim. If they just added a couple more hairs for guys or something, maybe, but like I am genuinely so happy with Create Sim. Like, I'm really happy with it. I've been playing with it so much. It's like my favorite so far. And yeah, I can't wait to dive into everything else with you guys. And I hope you all are excited. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.